Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I am showing you how to jump the cue ball off of rails. So like, let's say we are in this situation and we want to pocket the 9. Let's say we're playing 8 ball. Just throw the 8 ball out somewhere on the table. And we want to pocket the 9. And then we cannot kick. We can't just shoot regular at it. There's really not a lot of options. I guess you could try to go like that way. We got close. But let's say that's blocked as well. So what we are going to do, here, let's do that to block it. Now we're like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to jump the cue ball off of this rail down here. We're gonna elevate our cue, and it's going to hit it into this rail, compress the rail, and pop up and go pocket this 9 down here. Now to do this, you need to elevate the back of your cue just a little bit and put a little top spin on the cue ball, and just hit as if you were kicking at this ball. So hit as you were kicking it. Make sure you don't hit this point or the cue ball will fly on the table this way. If you hit it too far inside, your cue ball will bounce on this rail and probably go and scratch somewhere near that side pocket. And obviously if you end up like over here, you are going this way instead of this way. So just a little bit of top spin. This video will also consist of shots jumping off the point of the pocket, like going that way, and jumping the cue ball off of this side rail as well. I mean this long rail. We're jumping it off the short rail, and then I'm also going to jump off the long rail after this. So easy shot, elevate the back of the cue. Can get you out of a bunch of tough situations. Just a little bit of elevation, maybe about 20-30 degrees. About a tip of top spin. If you use too much, your cue ball will jump too high and spin forward. But you just need to find that good amount of top spin, and here's the shot. Okay, so now we're going to do pretty much the same thing, just along the long rail. So let's say we need to pocket that 9. There's a bunch of balls like right here. Our cue ball is there, and we're not allowed to use a jump cue in the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to elevate the back of our cue a little more than last time, and then just hit it at a medium hard pace, and it should hop over these balls and pocket that 9 into the corner. Just make sure you don't hit it too hard, because then you might land exactly on top of the 9, or either go across the 9 and just scratch in this corner. But you may go across the 9 and jump off the table, so that it would not be good. A better option in this case would be to kick. Well, let's just block that real quick. So now there really isn't a better option. Because you always, in the comments section, you always tell me, well, you could have done it this way. I'm not trying to teach you that way. I'm teaching you ways when there's nothing left. And those situations will come up. This will be used in games. So just a little bit of top spin, some elevation. Aim as if you were to kick it and hit it at a medium hard pace. And the cue ball should land on the table and then pocket that 9. Okay guys, so now let's imagine we are hooked like this. So we need to make the 9 is in that corner, and our cue ball's right here, and we are blocked like that. So there's really no way out of this, pretty much. You cannot hit straight into it, because that. You can't go anywhere. So I'm going to show you a shot that will get you out of this situation. So we are going to hit the cue ball into this point with our elevation and top spin. It's going to jump off that point, go down here and make the 9. Now we're going to have to aim as if we're kicking to hit right here, because the top spin will take right here and kind of push it forward. So we need to kind of judge it. You just need to make sure that we don't hit that 9 ball full on, because then the top spin will carry the cue ball into the pocket and you will scratch. So we're just going to use about So 30 degrees of elevation, we're going to hit the outside of this point, like right here. And cue ball's going to jump over, swerve, and pocket that 9. Here it is. Okay, so now let's say we want to make this 8 ball. And it is right there. And we are trapped again like that. And we cannot make the 8 ball that way because we're blocked by the 7. We cannot kick at it. So we pretty much don't have any options other than what I'm about to show you. Unless the league you play in allows you to jump. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump the cue ball off of this point, hit off this rail, go down and make the 8 in the corner. Now this is a shot you have to be careful with, because when you jump this cue ball off of this point, it gains opposite English. So what that means is when it's going into this rail, it's going to have left spin on it, which is going to bring it back. So normally if it had no spin on it, maybe for the same point each time, if it had no spin on it, it will go up and make that 8. But since it has that opposite spin, see how it comes back? So we have to aim for somewhere up here, so that opposite spin takes it and makes the 8 ball. Now, it doesn't have a ton of opposite spin. If you guys are struggling to get the ball over to get the cue ball over the obstacle balls, you're elevating too high. You don't have to elevate much at all to jump over from the point. You don't have to elevate, you have to elevate less than if you're jumping off the rail. So only elevate about 15-20 degrees. Hit with a little bit of top spin, which we're forced to if the ball's on the rail. So if the ball's on the rail, just hit as low as you can. So a little bit of top spin, and go up and aim between the second diamond and the first diamond. And that cue ball should pop out with that opposite spin. It should jump over those obstacle balls, hit that rail, and come back and make the 8 ball. And here it is. Okay, so the last pocket point shot I'm going to show you is a 4 rail shot if you include the pocket point. So we're going to hit off of this, jump over these, go 1, 2, 3, make the 8 into the corner pocket. This is an exhibition shot that is usually used by Efren Reyes in his exhibitions. If you've seen the one that he did for the prison in the Philippines, he did this shot. So we are just going to aim more on the outside of this pocket. So for about like there with about 15 degrees of elevation. Cue ball should jump over, hit somewhere around here, or somewhere around here, go, hit somewhere around here, and that's pretty much when you know you have made that 8. So it's definitely the hardest pocket point shot that I can think of at the moment, but it has come up in a game, so it's good to know, and here it is. Okay, so now I'm going to show you position using this. So let's imagine we are like that, and we have a bunch of tough gaps we need to go through. And we want to make the 8 ball next. So let's say we're playing position, we're playing 8 ball, and we're on our last whatever stripe, and we want to shoot the 8 ball next. So we can actually just thin this 10 ball, which means hit it very far on its left side, jump into the rail over these for position on the 8. So it's not a very hard shot to do, just it's hard to get that speed right. So that's the thing. So we're just going to jump into that with a little bit of elevation and some top spin. Cue ball should jump off of that rail over the obstacle balls for position on the 8. So it's is a shot that will come up. Just, we can pretty much be anywhere on the table other than behind these balls. So that's what makes it so easy. So here it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button at the bottom of this video. If you want to be notified when I post again, click that subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just let you know that I have uploaded some new content. So I just want to thank you guys for the support over August and ask if we can continue that through September. And also want to thank you guys for 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I think we're at 5,100 right now. So thank you guys so much for that, and thank you guys for 700,000 views. That's crazy, and we also just hit 2.5 million watch time minutes. You guys have watched me for this past 28 days for 2.5 million minutes, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for that. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this video helped you become a better pool player.